Just hold on to it, and or you can put it on you. You can put it. You can like put it here if you want. You don't have to worry about it. You can just stick it on. Just clip it on. All right, so we got Reid down this end. The big man he is. Serving to Matty Coe.
Yeah, welcome everybody to the grand final singles. That doubles was a very close game, 9-6, and now we're into the singles, and Matt Coe just rips out an unbelievable shot there. Shane, what's your take on this match? What do you think's going to happen?
Just wide there from Matty. Well, what I'm expecting is some big hitting. Both these guys like to unload, especially Reid. He's really got a massive forehand on him, and I'm expecting to see some nice, strong winners.
Yeah, can't agree with you any more there, Shane. I think Fian's got the upper hand at the baseline, but the volley of Coe is one of the most amazing volleys I've ever seen, Shane, and that could be the difference in the match if he can get to the net.
Yeah, let's see if he gets to the net, or if he tries to stick with Reid from the back of the court. Another massive forehand.
Well, there's that big forehand, as you said, nearly knocked Coe off his feet there. Well, it did.
Yeah, a bit of an age difference here. Oh, Matty Coe's sitting at what, 42 years old, I think he is, 42?
Yeah, I think he's about 42, 43.
And Reid's 30 on the button, is he? Well, he hasn't hit 30 yet, he's 29.
Yeah, definitely got the age on his side. Coe did have some ATP points at one stage when he was younger. Trained with the famous coach Gary Stickler, who was Pat Rafter's coach. So that's why that volley is top notch. But is it going to be able to get to the net to play it? I doubt it very much with Fian's baseline game. Coe's serve is quite big. It was big in the doubles, so there I just said it was a big serve and got what I asked for there. A bit too big.
We'll see if he tries to force a bit too much against the power of Reid.
Yeah.
But as you said, Matty hits a big ball himself, so he doesn't really need to force anything. He's a very talented player.
Yeah, very much like in the Agassi mode, taking that backhand really early. So it's nice pretty even. Good serve there that time. Got that one where he wanted. And, you know, the game plan really is just to get the ball over the net.
It's something that I really struggle with, that getting over the net part.
Yeah, it's a bit of an issue, that net, isn't it? You got to be
able to inside the white line is a big issue.
Yeah. I think it's, you know, the ball goes back and forth over the net, and then someone either hits a winner or misses, and that's pretty much the game of tennis, and that's what we're seeing here, Shane. So, still in the first game, are we?
No, second game.
So second game. I must have been in the toilet there or something. I missed that first game. Oh, very lucky.
Very kind, very kind.
Sportsmanship there from Fian.
Yeah, we'll see on the old SwingVision if that ball is actually in or out. So I'm not sure how accurate the SwingVision is, but very kind.
Yeah, unforced error there from Coe. Coe really should.
Oh, bit of heated language from the court next door. I'm not sure if the camera can pick any of that up. Benny and
well,
Paul.
that's Clark over there. Clark is notorious for foul mouth language, Shane. So I think the referee might have to get into that game a little bit later, but this is the game we're watching at the moment. It's the big one here.
I have noticed Benny is quite foul in the mouth. It's something that I'd never do myself. As you know, playing against me, I never swear.
Yeah.
I never have in my life, actually. Very much like Nadal never breaking a racket.
Yeah, well, it never goes well when you start swearing, then, especially when you say, the word hell or bring God into it, you're in a little bit of trouble. So hopefully Clark can keep his
cool over there.
I was going to just swear there myself, but I pulled
a racket or two or three. It's a shame. If we were filming over there, we could get some action of some racket throwing. Another big serve from Reid.
Yeah, Finn looking good. He's ex-college, got the upper hand in the age, and just a powerhouse from the baseline, able to move it around side to side, heavy, and I've got my money on him at the moment. But there's Cole's return. Nope, though.
I think Matty's just got to settle it down here, I think. Reid's got that kind of game that can rush you.
Yeah, definitely.
I felt that in the doubles. I played them last week or the week before, whenever it was. And I just felt very rushed because he just hits the ball.
Yeah, it's
really
a heavy
hard.
ball. Really pushes you back. And Cole likes the ball a little bit lower, so.
It's a great recovery shot. Oof.
Yeah, well, that's a powerhouse smash. Must have been close there, Shane.
He's hit the shit out of it, just a little long, but unfortunate. A little frustration from Matty, I think we're seeing here. I've known Matty since in the early 2000s. Used to play fixtures. He played with his brother Steve. And
Steve Cole, good player himself.
Good player, lefty.
Able to, left-handed. I didn't know that.
He's a lefty here. Bit older than Matty.
Bit of a shame not to see any lefties out here tonight.
Yeah, the lefties are. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
the lefties are a real pain in the butt to play.
Yeah, probably one of the best lefties at the club was Peach last week. He just did not find. Well, he won the singles, but the doubles just couldn't use his lefty slice forehand well enough.
Noisy player. Old Peachy. We've had a few complaints at the club, calling out during the points. Bit of moaning and groaning.
Yeah, he gets a bit excited.
I wasn't quite sure what I was listening to on a far court. I did think someone had their phone up, rather loud on a certain website. I was hearing some moaning and groaning. I was a little confused.
Yeah, he's been known for that.
Yeah. Solid player, though. Solid player. Extremely light racket. And what's your thoughts? On different rackets? I'm noticing Matty Coe's using a rather thin racket over there. He's Wilson. I think it's a 6'1". I think it's actually a 100, I believe. Though it's just a bit of an oval shape. I could be wrong, but I did pick it up, I think, at the tennis store a few weeks back, and it's extremely thin.
Yeah, Shane. Well, you got to be a good player to use a thin racket, and depending on your racket head speed, ball velocity, how much you're turning the ball, it all comes down to that. But I think it's just personal preference, what you like.
Mic's on.
Reid just tried to, talk to us through the fence there. I'm not sure what was going on there. I hope he's focused on the game, because we're big money tonight.
He might be asking for a little bit of coaching over here. He's not going to get much from me, because I'll just tell him to hit the ball even harder.
Yeah, well, Shane, you're not really allowed to do that anyway, but look, I don't think we really know what we're talking about anyway, so.
Yeah.
But, you know, they seem to do it in these pros these days. They look to their box and.
Well, it's actually allowed now. If they're down, if the coach is down your end.
I think it's personal, not cheating, but I think when you're asking someone else what to do, you're really telling yourself you don't know what you're doing, which can be a little bit detrimental to the psyche of the game.
I think it takes away a bit of the purity of the game. There's nothing like watching, you know, to the extreme, watching Federer and how he never really concerned himself with his box. He was never looking for any advice. He just went about his business, and I think the younger generation have just changed all that with their whinging and their desperate need for help. And I think
yeah, I'm definitely a Borg man. Say nothing, just play the ball.
Yeah. That's
be one with the ball.
That's it. Yeah, it's allowed now, the coaching. I'm not a fan, I must say. I'm absolutely not a fan.
Yeah, you got to be self-reliant in this game. It is one of the only games where you're on your own. You don't get to speak to anyone really during the game, so it can be quite lonely.
Yeah, that's part of the game that a lot of us love.
Oh, close. Oh, wow. Well, that's the
Beautiful.
point of the day, Shane. Look at that. Third Co had that. Really was sitting on the line.
We'll see that in our 4 hot shots later on for sure. That might come in at number 1.
Yeah, I think that takes it at the moment.
Unbelievable shot cross court there. So, Matty's hit a great slice down the line.
That should really dent Matty Co's confidence there from that ball. I thought he had that, and he didn't really look like he was even ready for the volley, and most people wouldn't think that was going over from Finn, but he's a special player.
A lot of strength there down low, just to rip it with the wrist.
Yeah, I think he's pretty good at using his wrist in a lot of things.
Well,
so
29, 30 years old. I mean, I recall those days. I'm sure you do too. You know, a lot of stamina.
Yeah, and you know, not having a girlfriend all the time. You know,
for sure.
Yeah, you got to mix it up.
Yeah. If you have a look at the size of his wrist, there is definitely a difference. Great shot.
Oh, there's Finn.
He's playing great.
Just really putting it cold to the sword there.
It's always the danger when you're playing guys like this. If they're on, it is difficult.
Yeah, I had a feeling that Finn was going to be on tonight. Just had that look in his eye, and even in the pre-game interview. I was just asking him about the match and was there any injuries or anything, and he was just relaxed. He was basically just, it looked like he just, you know, had a joint, you know. It looked very relaxed and
locked in, ready to go. Different lifestyles, you know. I mean, you know, Matty's, you know, married, kids, you know, a bit more tired, no doubt. You know, I mean, I'm here making excuses for the fathers out there. You know, Reid's come in just nice and relaxed. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Shot down the line.
Wow, Shane, that was these 2 backhands there. The one before to break the Co serve, and there's another one. And I think Co's going to have to try and keep the ball away from the backhand, but then you go to the forehand, and, you know, it's pretty much all over as well. So Co's got his hands full here. Might need to.
It's dangerous. I got branded 3 times. I played Reid last week or week before in the doubles. I got branded 3 times, not terribly.
Yeah.
But you know.
Did he say sorry?
No.
That's Reid for you.
Reid, he just, you know, there's just not an apology in him.
No, he's out there to really win the game, and you know, not out there to make friends.
That's it. You know,
I don't think he has any friends at all.
No. He comes across like that. You know, I've never spoken to him. He won't talk to me. But that's fine. That's fine. He's here for the trophy. He's here for the biscuits.
Yeah, and he's looking good at the moment.
That's a tennis player, you know, that's locked in.
Looking very good. No, there's that big serve again out wide. Now, when you're hitting your out wide serve big,
on the grass too,
you really know that you're in some form.
Beautiful real turf here. Laid fresh last week.
Yeah, great venue here, isn't it? It's probably one of the most pristine venues in Australia to play tennis. It's big. Oh, looks like Cole's just dropped his head there, and I think it's just starting to get a little tough for him. Now, Shane, I'm just wondering here, is it time soon to be plan B, game change? Might be I'm not saying serve and volley.
Draw to the net and
but,
shoot. Is that what you're
well, thinking? I think he's got two options here. He could go to the net earlier himself, or use the drop shot to bring Fian to the net. Now, Fian is fast, but he can be a little bit vulnerable at the net. Doesn't quite volley as good, so maybe Ko might need to make that change, but hey, I think it's only 3-1. Is it 3-1? 4-1, Shane? Not sure.
I'm not too sure. I think we could be past that.
Oh, more than...
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we just had one of the waitresses.
No, we're commentating.
We just had one of the waitresses come in and just offer us some food, and I'm getting hungry, Shane. What do we got in there
well, I would have expected a little better service myself. Such a pristine venue that we are at.
Well, I tell you about service. We're seeing some very big serving out here.
They've compared this place to the All England Club.
Yeah.
I'm yet to see it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure.
Yeah, I was at Wimbledon last year, and I'll tell you what, the strawberries and cream they talk about, wow.
Yeah, I tend to stay away from the real cream myself. I can lock myself into the toilet for a little bit of me time after some real cream. It's very dangerous for the old
you got to be
tennis daddy's stomach.
Yeah, that can happen after you get into the cream. Well, Cole's creamed that ball. That's the Cole's weapon. Oh.
Tough call. We can, later on we can go back and check that.
Yeah, we might have to check that with the SwingVision, because I feel like that could be a turning point there.
He gave it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to the game plan for Matty. It's he's got to do something.
Yeah, I think that's a good decision there from Fian, because I think Ko, after he tried to get on the ATP Tour, he did become a hitman.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So not someone you want to really rip off. And he does have connections to the bikies, so I think Fian better be careful there with those calls.
I've noticed there was something about Matt. I knew there was something there. I have noticed he comes across as extremely calm, but he can snap.
Yeah.
He can snap. So this could be dangerous for Reid if he's not careful.
Yep. Nice snap of the wrist there, but just not getting over the net. Oh, is that a string, Bob? Shane?
No,
but
no string. Just a lot of rip.
Now, wow, that one went under the net. Now, Ko staying composed.
He's just got to take his time. Just stay within himself. He's a good enough player. He's got the game in him to take it to Reid. So, and we've seen it this season. He's just got to just lock in and take it to Reid.
Yeah, Ko actually did get the win in the round, so he knows what to do.
I think that'd be playing on Reid's mind. He knows what Matty Ko's capable of, so he won't want to take the foot off the gas here. Matty's got that game. Oh, there's Ben
Well,
again.
typical Clark. Clark losing his mind over there.
Yeah, we might have to be
Just
careful of
starting to,
the cars over there, as we did see last week.
yeah.
A racket fly into the car park.
Yeah, I mean, he's the New Zealanders. I mean, they're a crazy bunch of people.
Be very careful, yes.
Living on a small island and lots of sheep over there, Bob. Shane. So I just keep calling you Bob, Shane. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. You can call me Bob, Shane, TD, anything.
Just had the vision of a sheep over there in New Zealand that I knew, and I just
Sent cross-eyed.
yeah,
I know. I
think
understand that.
better change the subject there. Well, look at that return. The slice of Coe is an amazing shot. He's opened up the court, but didn't take advantage of the open court. And you could be now on the back foot. Oh, yeah, look at that. And yeah.
It's a nice rally. It's a little tentative there at the end by Matty. He's telling himself hit it, and he can hit it. Bit of confusion next door.
Well, there's some controversy there, Shane, over there. Oh no, is it good? Oh, they're at the net there. Now, baby, cannot probably see that, people on the screen, but because it is in the far court. But yeah, let's hope it doesn't come to any fisticuffs.
Yeah, it'd be a tough call. Paul's very calm.
Yeah.
Ben's very fiery. It's a bit of it's a nice deep serve.
Wow, that was
nice return.
A return of Agassi standard. Took it so early.
A bit of a Nadal undie adjustment there from Reid. Interesting. Just digging deep.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep. Just get that Nadal into you.
Yeah, nothing worse, Shane, than having your undies stuck up your behind when you're trying to serve. It's yeah, not many players can handle that, and Nadal, yeah, he gets those undies stuck nearly every point.
And you got to question the choice of underwear there.
Yeah.
Through my teens, I went through the old the short sort of cotton boxer kind of style, and they just wanted to ride right up between your cheeks.
Yeah, I mean, it can feel pretty good sometimes.
It can, just not while you're playing. It's a hard.
No.
Well, it's a hard. It can get hard.
Well, talking about getting hard, that was a hard serve, and that one really came down well, and it had a full head of steam.
I must say, playing singles against Reid, you've got to be happy that you're not playing with new balls. They're playing with the balls that they started with in the doubles, because returning this serve with new balls in a singles match would be horrible. Absolutely, that's a great slice.
Yeah, Shane, I personally like when the balls get hairy. I find that's a little bit more of how I like it.
Really, yeah, okay.
Smooth balls, new balls, just, they get a little bit prickly, especially.
A little fluffed up is okay.
Yeah.
Soften up a little bit, a little more supple. The hard balls, when they're freshly cracked, these Babolat Golds, it's a tough ball to enjoy.
I'm sorry, I've lost the subject. Were you talking about tennis balls there?
Sorry, I wasn't quite sure. I wasn't quite sure where we were. But,
oh, Shane, you're funny. Well, we got no idea what the score is here, but the boys looking pretty friendly. They're talking about, I don't know, you just don't know. It's not something you normally see. Normally, Fionn just don't speak to anybody.
Yeah,
but maybe it's Coe's tactic, just to grump up a conversation.
Butter him up.
Get him out of the zone, and then maybe turn this match.
Yeah, I'd be trying something like that too. You know, just try to butter him up and get him talking. He's not used to talking. He's a very quiet man. Keeps to himself.
Yeah, and Johnston on the forecourt, you got no idea what's happening there in that match. He has not said a word.
What's the score?
All game.
5-2 to me.
Okay, there we go.
And we just had confirmation there, Shane, that it's 5-2.
I was surprised to get a response actually.
Yeah,
I just threw it out there. I thought let's see if he's in a good mood. As I did notice he was winning, so I thought maybe he will talk to me, and he did.
Matt Coe just behind here, and you know, talking about behind, it's Finn's got quite a nice behind.
It's young. It's you know 29, 30. It's you know as a man you're right in your prime. Right in your prime. It's, you know, Matty like the rest of us here. You know, it just gets away from you.
But you know, from Coe's experience, he doesn't mind being behind. And maybe it might just put him in a good mood.
I have heard this, yeah.
And
and
if he could just hit that ball a little bit harder, he might be able to get in front. And you know, when you get in front and you get on top, Shane, you know, it's a good feeling being on top.
Absolutely dominating.
Yeah, getting.
Oh, what a slice! Yeah, we've seen it a couple of times. These boys, they've set up a great point with a slice, really nice low slice, and
slice suits his surface.
Absolutely.
Just
coming off the forehand a bit too much, but who am I to judge? Mr. Unforced Errors over here. What's happened here? Not too sure what's happened here. He's gone for the old mouth rinse. You cough up a golly, maybe.
Wow. Tactical move, maybe, or maybe Reid just had a little bit of some extra residue in there from, I think, from last night's game, and he might have swallowed something.
Maybe you swallowed a fly here.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Well, look, I hope it's a fly. I mean,
big serve. Just dragged a little bit of foul mouth here.
Coe starting to just feel like the match has just turned a little bit.
Yeah, I think he just like we said, just slow it down, break a bit of rhythm.
Oh.
Enter a bit of conversation and just change it up. So we're sitting at 5-3 now. 5-3 to Reid.
Let's see how Finn handles that game. He just looked like he did a little bit of tanking.
A little frustration, self-talk here, a little negative self-talk. Interesting setup here. We've got 1st and 9 we play here on the Thursdays. Long match. It always gives you a chance to come back. It's unfortunate. There's a lot of fizz on that smash.
Yeah, Finn really took control with the 1-2 punch there, but Coe was able to get back into it and then missed the easy ball, really.
Yeah, and he couldn't have asked for a better smash to try to get back, because normally Reid would just annihilate that. But absolute fizz ball proved to be difficult. I think we could do with some ball boys out here. I'm sure the crowd just a little on the lazy side here, just chilling out, watching this final. Nice still night it's turned out to be. We had a bit of wind earlier on. It was a bit of a worry.
Sort of blew up and
A little bit of rain too. A little bit of a sprinkle. I was concerned.
yeah, there was a little bit of wind coming from all directions, and especially down low in the courts 1, 2, and 3 was really coming down there, but it seems to have calmed down. And
Sitting beautifully here. I'll anticipate we'll just have a bit of a guesstimate around the 17 degrees Celsius here.
Great temperature.
Nice winter's night here in the Gold Coast. Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I've never seen Johnson act like that. And is that game, or is he?
Not sure
what's happened there, but he might have lost the plot.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
great.
Wow,
Beautiful.
From Finn, that was Pat Rafter like. Wow, that was incredible. You'll have to have that one to the highlight reel. There, that was.
The Ford Hot Shots. That could take that forehand possibly. I'm not sure. But,
yeah. The Clark ripper backhand one-hander there.
Paulie's got the shits. Oh,
there's that Agassi return. Defense
done
from
well.
Finn, but not good enough
rally.
There.
Needed to get a long man.
Yeah.
It's a great reach.
That's looks like an AFL player from Geelong.
Absolutely.
Called Zach Toohey. You'd swear that could be his twin brother.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the old AFL as yourself. From the States, quite familiar yourself.
Yeah, well, I watched a bit of AFL when I was over in Australia, and yeah, it's a great game. No protection, no pads, no helmets, none of that. It makes American football look really quite soft.
Extremely athletic men.
Yeah.
Not wearing a lot.
No.
See the men in the States are covered head to toe, helmets and padding.
Yeah.
No, we grow them tough over here.
Yeah. Definitely do there, Shane.
Not a game I ever wanted to play full time. Played a little bit in primary school, but
yeah.
With my build, tennis made more sense. Don't like getting hit.
Well, there's Finn. Finn holds serve, and he's up 6-3, I think, Shane. Yeah.
6-3. We have 6-3. I think the match has just settled down a bit. So Matty's in this. He is in this. He just sticks to the game plan, and good things can happen. Just got to focus on holding serve here. A little bit of chat now. Yeah, get back into it. A little bit of chat.
Yeah, I feel like over there on court 4, Clark is really getting on top, so it might be all over soon. And we'll just commentate a little bit on the other game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Clark with the most easiest volley there and top of the net. It just
after a very big serve, and he just got a little tentative with that volley.
Yeah, could that turn the game? I mean, I think it's going to come down to this match there because, as you know, Clark and Co won the doubles, so it's now that was athletic from Clark.
Very nice rally, boys. Yeah, Paulie's done well there with that backhand down the line, but Benny's got there, played it well.
Yeah, Peach really used the backhand topspin well last week. You don't see that up from Peach in the game, but he just had to go out and he knew he had to hit that ball, and it's sort of what it got him over the line against Clark. Clark was ahead, and then
that was the match that we saw Clark accidentally throw the racket into the car park.
Wow. I think we got to get the referee over there because is that game? That's the match, and it's. Oh no! I thought they were going to shake hands.
No.
But
not the match yet. Heavy frustration there, Paulie.
Back onto this game here, Shane.
We got another nice, beautiful
slice. Yeah, when he's hit that long. Close, but definitely long there. And
let's see if Matty can keep his composure here and hold serve and just, again, just try to get back onto, trying to break that massive serve that Reid's been throwing.
Wow, was it wide?
Just wide.
Cold wide himself.
No arguments from Matty. That was a great return.
Ian just returning so early. Round just did not have time there to get balance.
Didn't miss that by much,
no.
But I think he felt a bit forced there. Just got to settle it.
No, that's better from Ko. Right in the corner.
Is that the first point we've seen Matty come forward, as he said? He's got some great hands at the net. I haven't seen too much of it.
I feel don't want to leave it too late to change the plan.
Would you serve and volley? Would you throw in some serve and volley?
Well, Shane, that's I brought up that question in the third game that maybe.
No, it's hard. You know, Reid's going to fire back some bombs for returns, but if you get some smart serves in it, it could be a tactic to use.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to really serve at the body, though, because anything on either side of the... Wow, this is just a great tennis here. I just cursed Ko there. You can blame me for that one.
Well, he got Reid to slow down on that shot after a huge forehand.
Good change of pace there from Reid. Maybe it was a deliberate tactic.
Yeah, Matty just relaxed a bit on that shot. I think he just should have gone for a winner. Yeah, just go for a winner.
Yeah, I think he's not going to be able to out-rally Fien. And now there comes the double. And, is that the break of... no.
That's a break, so we're looking at...
Break of serve.
7-3, that's not... that wasn't in the plan.
7-3.
Unfortunate.
If this match finishes before Clark and Johnson finish, it's going to really change the mindset over there. Great serve from Fien. And wow, we don't see that often, Shane.
Game over.
And we've just found it is game over.
So Benny won that. Who won?
Clark comes through, and that is the match there. But we're going to stay live here with the main match, but it means absolutely nothing now.
Forgive my Alzheimer's. Who won the doubles?
Yeah, it was Clark and Ko that won that doubles from 6-4 down.
Wow.
So it's money in the bank here now for Ko. Is he going to open up now and just...
So we have game over, is it?
It is game over, Shane.
Wow.
Shane, it is game over, but... And look at that, Ko just going to open up a little bit more now because the pressure's off. And wow, what's some hitting here? This is, wow. Is Fien going to dig down and just get some pride back here? Yeah. I think he will.
So we could see a couple of things.
He's not going to give it up.
We could see Reid just open up and say, you know what, guys, fuck this.
Yeah, I think he's going
to just hit some boomers here. And then from Matty as well, he could say, fuck this. We've won this.
I think you're right, Shane.
Excuse my French, guys. Excuse my French. I think it's the...
It's all right, Shane. I'm American, you're Australian, so fuck the French, really. I mean, there's no French players here.
Yeah, but I think it was the influence from the far court that just brought it out of me. I don't normally swear.
Not a particular big fan of the French anyway, so...
French toast?
Yeah.
Croissants?
Yeah, no, no, not too much French for me. I like a little bit more Greek. Greek is good.
Yeah, a bit of feta.
Yeah, well, I wasn't quite what I was thinking about, but yeah, better's great, you know.
I
Put
do.
that in a salad, and yeah, that's a winner.
Yeah. Big serve.
Yeah, Finn just looking like he's just breaking down.
Hitting a good ball tonight.
Yeah,
Really.
solid.
Very good ball here.
Solid hitting from Finn, and it looked like we just had a little spectator walk past that's a bit obnoxious to me. Oh, there it is from Finn, the big one down the tee.
Yeah, we've seen it on the speedo there. We've hit 242 kilometres per hour.
Wow.
Unbelievable pace. With old balls too. It's power. That's power.
My car doesn't even get top speed of that, so that was a quick serve.
Mine either. Mine either.
They always pulled out the Pat Rafter call of sorry, mate.
Sorry,
yeah.
mate. Yeah.
Well,
something we hear that quite often around here.
Yeah, it's definitely an Australian thing.
Paddy Rafter definitely started it, and the guys have just adopted it.
No, that slice looked very not
He's
good
not happy
technique.
with himself.
He's demonstrating the real dodgy technique there on that slice.
Yeah,
but
so most double-handers, a lot of double-handers don't have a real strong wrist
No.
on the slice.
No.
You got to practice that one-hander. You can't double fist everything. Great serving here from him.
Yeah, and speaking of fisting,
A fist pump.
I saw a couple of fist pumps there, and
oof, beautiful.
wow, you know,
enormous.
Yeah.
Enormous. So that's the forehand. The H's right there.
Yeah, that was the biggest shot I've ever seen in my life.
We have.
Now that's on the tour shot.
That's the forward hot shot. That's number one for sure on the forward hot shots. Oh, great body serve. That's great serving here from Reid Smart.
Yeah, great comeback there from Finn after.
I noticed there's a few body shot attempts here from Reid. As I said, I copped a few the other night. See, this is the part of Reid, the competitive nature. He says, "Fuck you! You just belted my serve. Now I'm going to try to hit you."
Yeah.
He's like a boxer.
Yeah. Wow, change of pace, change of angle,
Got him a beauty there, wasn't it?
We now have 3-8 chain. It looks like, as we said, the overall match is over now, so this means absolutely nothing to the score, but Reid has a lot of pride, and I think he's going to, he still wants to win this match, and three love is a big loss, and 2-3, wait, what am I saying there? 2-1 really makes it a little bit more, closer, but it does not matter anymore.
No,
so
absolutely.
I don't know. Yeah, and here comes
he's still trying the tactics, buttering up a bit. He's giving him a smile. He still thinks thinks he can win here, which he should. He should be confident.
Coach still trying the social. Yes, trying to get Reid off his game, but I'm looking for a real change to serve and volley here, Shane. I think it's the only option Co has, and Co can volley. I mean, if anyone's going to change the game, it's to the net.
He has the right racket for it. Our pro staff, great volleying racket in the right hands. A lot of Australians, great volleyers.
Yeah.
And Matty Co is no different there. Great hands, and he should be applying this tactic. 3-8 down. Have a crack, mate.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'd love to just see one serve volley here and just. But it's not an easy task when you've got probably the best returner in the competition with Reid. He really strikes it hard.
the combination
completely
of the,
blow you away.
the combination of strength with the length.
Yeah,
Bloody
well,
possesses
I mean,
its,
you get some good length going, and you know it really is length and hard. Gee, combination.
Beautiful combination. Oh, and there we saw him try it. If you cramp him up, the length doesn't work in his favour.
Yeah, when you're facing something with length and hardness, you can cramp.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely, and that's what Matty's got to try to do. Cramp the big man.
yeah. He's been trying to stick it to him hard, but it's
a tough ask.
I think the length has really thrown Co.
Especially when you like the strength coming on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, most players do like it hard. Yeah, it was a close one. Most players like it hard, you know, and you know, not for everybody hardness, but you know.
Well, these courts especially, you know,
yeah.
it's a nice court to play when the ball's coming on. But when it's not coming on, it is difficult.
You know, a little bit of girth in the game. You can move it side to side and be.
It's another unfortunate miss there. Now, as we've seen, he came to the net. Unfortunately,
he's a little bit premature there, Shane, on that one. Might have just thought he had it already there, and you don't want to.
He got the ball he wanted.
Yeah, you don't want to get too ahead of yourself, you know, and it can be really nasty when you do that.
Absolutely. It's not.
Big rally here, Shane. This is an important point, and yeah.
Just
and is that the match there? I think it's close.
Oh, it almost looked like they were all going to shake hands. Very close.
Might be match point here. Reid, the professional, he is still not happy with how he hit that ball, but it was still good enough to defeat Co there. And that's wide. So pressure on the second serve.
Hasn't gone too many wide serves here, Matty. He's got a great wide serve.
And the tee, he's gone to the strength of Finn.
Finn's backhand is phenomenal, isn't it?
Oh, it's awesome. And
that's an unfortunate miss there from Matty. He's not happy with himself.
I'm not sure what that is now, Shane. I think it could be 30-40.
Could be 30-40.
Is it game point?
We could be looking at match point here. And what's he do?
Well, I'm still waiting for that serve.
He's really looking to tee off here.
Still waiting for that serve and volley.
Well, it's a great serve. Not much
Big
you can
serve
do there.
From Co. Co not going anywhere yet. We're still here.
Reid wants to finish this here. He doesn't want to serve again. He wants to shake hands, have a beer, and relax. Oh, it's a big forehand.
Wow, just missed that. That was a close one. That was a little bit out of my vision there. I actually thought that could have been good.
I thought it was good from here, but you know, we haven't got the greatest angle, and I haven't got the greatest eyes.
Yeah. If you don't get the angle right, it sometimes doesn't feel good. So
you're right, it can hurt sometimes.
You've got to. Oh no, Shane! It's a double fault on match point. But otherwise, a very great match. And Shane, it's been an entertaining match here, and I'm really happy that got to do the commentary with you. And
it's been a pleasure. All the way from the States. It's great to have you here.
Yeah, next time, you know, when we're over at the U.S. Open, I'll see if I can get you on the ESPN team.
I look forward to this.
And like your commentary today on a little bit of an Australian perspective, which we don't normally get here in the States. So I'm really
we're a little
happy
more honest over here, aren't we? We're just a little less talk, a little more honest. But I do enjoy the American commentary. It keeps people entertained.
Yeah,
it keeps me entertained.
I'm glad you have, Shane. That's been great. You know, so that's all here from ESPN. We're going to move on to the jelly wrestling now. So look out for that. If we that's on. That's going to be one hell of a night. So
This could be the Tennis Daddies' biggest viewing video.
yeah, I hope so, Shane. Because
Absolutely could be.
It was great tennis. It was great commentary.
Oh, and I was talking about the jelly wrestling.
Oh yeah, well let's switch over to that now, and I'm gonna go get ready for that, and
I'll enjoy calling
yeah,
with you too.
I'm gonna lube up for that and get ready. So that's all from now from ESPN. Glad we're here live streaming from Australia at the Gold Coast Seniors Tennis Club, and that's all for now.
And we'll look forward to next season.
Thank you, everybody.